track to zip. If they talking top 10, know my name's on the list. Full speed, no brakes, every turn too slick. If they checking my setup, know the build too rich.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of OpenTimeTalk, the podcast where we drift off topic but never off the vibe. I'm obviously Zach.
And I'm Jams, the show we talk about conspiracy, spirituality, gaming, and global tension and so forth.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a day, but we're back at it.
Yep.
Ready to get this paw on the road. We were just discussing a whole bunch of stuff. We started going down this whole rabbit hole with, I guess I'll let you explain it because you're the one, you got more information about it.
Just because simply it pisses me off. Just simply because it makes me mad. So, y'all obviously know that Trump is very nefarious when it comes to taxes. Okay, well, he started to get in trouble back in 2021, right? After he gets out as a president, DOJ starts looking at all of his tax records, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 2026, actually, I really need to see exactly when, because I do think that he filed back in like 2021 when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so back in like 2020, 2021, Trump's tax returns was leaked to the media, right? And so the person who was responsible was an IRS contractor named Charles Littlejohn. He was later convicted and sent to prison.
Really?
So
Little
Trump,
John?
Yes.
Little John.
Charles
Come on, Little John.
Little John. Damn, Little John.
Not Big John,
Full
Little
on.
John.
Little. So he gets sent to prison, blah, blah, blah. Well, then Trump proceeds to sue. In 2026 of January, Trump and his sons and the Trump Organization filed a $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS and the Treasury Department, saying the government failed to protect their private tax data and caused reputational and financial damage.
Mind you, this is a president
Suing
of the
his
United
own
States.
department. Isn't this like a department that he runs and owns? Like, now we
You would
know
think.
checks and balances. He doesn't own it per se.
Yeah, isn't the IRS like privately funded?
I have no idea.
Isn't it a private business? Isn't it like the U.S. Treasury?
I don't know. Like, I
would
don't
have
think
to
it
look that
is.
up because the U.S. Treasury is not even like government technically. It's a private organization.
Yeah, so is damn Andrew. But they
So
get
when-
government
I need to look
contracts.
it up.
You know what I'm saying? They are
Yeah,
government.
but just because it gets a government contract, they don't have to be, which is crazy because we have a whole bunch of like non-governmental organizations that can
But
influence
they're
politics.
funded by the government.
Mhm. But they're funded by the government. But they're not
Yes.
government.
They're
But
not the
funded by
government.
government.
But the only reason that they're
Exactly.
even working right now is because the government has handed them money, aka a little small communist party. But I'm not going to get into that right now. Yeah.
We'll get canceled.
So Trump obviously goes to sue the department, and what happens? They push back. Duh.
That's what they do.
Why the hell are you going to do? Why are you going to sue your own department for $10 billion? First of all, the U.S. is already in debt. You're the president. You know all about this. Why the hell are you trying to put us even more in debt? For personal
Yeah,
gain?
technically you're putting your own country in debt.
Yeah, for personal gain. Because when you sue, and then you sue with money attached, typically you get that money. Now, in Trump's defense, he didn't receive any of this money. Right?
Okay, I guess I'm
So
just
we're
talking
told.
about us. None of them are privately funded. Apparently they're all government now, which
Yeah.
means we're screwed.
Yeah. So, what happens? Trump suing agencies and whatnot like that. Well, he didn't win, at least not in a legal sense, but because the DOJ and all of them. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what AI told me because I already know this, but I wanted to try to get an overview just so obviously I can look back and forth and get some facts for y'all. But this is what AI told me. It says As part of the settlement, oh, never mind. There is no jury verdict and there is no judge ruling that Trump deserved $10 billion. Duh. Instead, the case was dropped as part of a settlement agreement between Trump's side and the Department of Justice. So, just that sentence there contradicts itself. It says the case was dropped. Okay, so therefore the case was dismissed. That means, nothing is ever done about it. You wiped your hands clean. Dropped, right? No, motherfucker. Because then the next 4 words is as part of a settlement. So you settled.
So they settled.
You didn't drop it. You settled. So Trump did win in a sense. So the agreement states that the
Come on,
DOJ.
get it out today, Junior.
They change it every fucking
I know.
2 weeks. The DOJ created roughly 1.776 billion, so 1776 billion anti-weaponization fund. It is intended to compensate people who claimed that they were politically targeted by the government. So, I'm guessing now you can create a claim somewhere on the IRS website that says you were politically attacked. And now you'll get compensated for that? Just like
so
Trump.
that fund, so the $1 billion they got acquired is like a
Yes.
fund to pay out the people that.
Yes.
So that's what the whole DOJ
Yes.
did.
Yes.
They said,
So
all right, we
instead
got a
of-
fund now to help people who are broke.
Yes.
Basically.
Well, pretty much saying like, okay,
Who
if
were politically attacked.
Trump, the president, can't get anything out of this, then he needs to give it back to the people. Well, he's going to make some significance and make it 1776 billion. So 1.776 billion. And now everybody who feels like they were Trump, aka politically targeted, can now go claim some money. Or everybody who was on Trump's team. Think about
That
it.
literally, yeah,
If
it's
you're
a
on
get rich
Trump's
scheme
team,
with your boys. That's
Pam
all it
Bondi,
is.
she was politically targeted. Marjorie Taylor Greene, which is apparently out of office.
Yep.
So
See,
our,
there's so much going on in the government.
our press secretary left?
Press secretary.
No, that's Caroline Taylor, right? I don't
No,
even
I thought,
know.
no. I know who you're talking about. Pam Bondi, the blonde girl that would always
Well,
do the.
That's not press secretary, is it?
I gotta look. Let me do this real quick.
I thought Caroline Levitt was the girl we always see at the pedestal talking about. Yes, I just spoke with
Okay,
Trump.
yeah, no. The Pam Bondi was the former United States Attorney General.
Yeah. Now, who's the
Yeah,
press
so it's-
secretary? And then who the hell is Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Press. No, what the hell?
Yeah, the press secretary is supposed to act as the spokesperson for the executive branch, which is pretty much the branch that Donald Trump resides on. Carolina Levitt. So no, Carolina Levitt is apparently being joked about for vice president.
Really? Yeah, I've seen her everywhere. Trump will not be answering questions right now. Yeah, I get it.
So she's on maternity leave. Oh, Carolina Levitt's on maternity leave. I'm guessing she's pregnant right now. Good for her.
I thought you get
Now-
maternity leave when you have the kid. No,
No,
when
you
you're
get-
pregnant.
You get it months or like a week before you're pregnant, like before your due date.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
she didn't look pregnant at all when she was doing press secretary.
So also, Marjorie Taylor Greene warns there's a revolution in America if Trump sends U.S. troops to Iran.
What did you say?
Marjorie Taylor Greene warned Donald Trump that if he sends troops to Iran, there will be a political revolution.
A political revolution where Iran turns into Iran.
Damn, and Iraq turns into ice shelf. Huh.
That's the whole. I don't know what they're doing. I think
Hold
the war in
on.
the Middle East is
If
stupid.
Iran turns into Iran and Iraq turns into ice shelf, then Israel turns into Israel fake?
Is not.
Is not? Hold on, Justin, you're breaking the code. What the fuck?
Dude, hold on. You want to know something random I just looked up? But apparently, you want to know how much the press secretary gets a year?
How much?
Bro, take a gander.
A secretary.
It's not ridiculous. It's something not even ridiculous, which is weird.
180?
Not even.
Not even 180?
It says the median salary for a press secretary in an elected official field is $70,000 a year.
Yeah, because think about it. You know all insider trading. You just make your own.
You don't. Didn't they just have what was it when you bring it to Congress or something about how, well, you have to let some people trade, inside trade. Well, what do you mean let them? Is this not illegal? It's only legal if you were in politics. What?
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
you
if
could
I were to do it because I work for a beer plant and I'm like, oh, I know we about to have a good year.
Yeah.
Nah, they gonna say, give me all that money you made. But they did it.
But they did
like
it.
rules for thee, but not for me. That's like following a cop going 90 and then they gonna pull me over. You're speeding. You're supposed to set an example.
Yep. Exactly. And so that's what I feel
And
like a
you
lot
wonder
of
why there's
people
so
over at
much
the White House
crime.
might be doing. Like, think about it. All you got to do, I hear some shit over at work. I'm gonna let y'all know. Nobody told me. I just overheard it. People talk. So now I definitely know about some insider information, and I'm going to use it to my advantage. Not like somebody was being nefarious and was like, "Hey guys, I'm about to do this, this, and this."
Like short
get
the
your
whole
money
company.
right.
But
Right.
just get some. But like
Right.
get
I'm just trying to make
100,000.
some. Yeah. Let me
Like, that's gonna
extra
retire me.
cheddar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
ridiculous.
also, I do think like things like press secretary are stepping stones.
it says
Like you become
the
a press
salaries
secretary
range
because
from
you want to.
47,000 at the 10th percentile to 105,000 at the 90th percentile.
Oh, what does that mean though?
So
there's only
basically,
one press
basically-
secretary every 4 years.
that's what I'm freaking saying.
so,
So they don't make it very easily. This says the percentiles are based on 30 job postings. What do you mean? The last 30 people that worked in that? I don't know.
right. As the
It also might not
press
be,
secretary,
like, it might not even be the press secretary.
just another press
You know what?
secretary for an executive branch of a company somewhere. You're telling me that's just I thought that was just called a spokesperson.
Bro, they changed the words a lot.
Like people can talk
That's the thing,
about fucking like somebody who
Okay.
works for Elon Musk.
Okay. So
They
the
know all of-
official government salary
There
is
we go.
195,000.
There we go.
That's
That's a
more
lot
like it.
better. That's a lot better.
Her
See?
salary extends that of the White House press secretaries in the past term, who generally made about 180,000. Yeah.
Oh, so it's just like a 15,000 increase or a 5,000.
What the actual? Her
Yep. He kept reading.
beyond her current government salary, her
book.
overall net worth is 6-7 million. What?
For what? Does she have a book? Is this Marjorie Taylor Greene? No. Wait, this is Carolina
No, this
Levitt.
is Caroline Levitt.
Bro, how
I just
does
looked up how
she-
much she makes, and it says beyond her current government salary, her overall net worth is estimated to 6-7 million, built through her prior media opportunities, real estate, and political work.
So
So
real
she's flipping
estate.
houses on the side for the government.
She's only 27. Justin, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Justin, she's
I
27.
should just be a part of government.
Did I not
need to work
realize
with
that?
enemies.
I gotta
I need
work
to
as
work
a
on the
rat.
enemy team.
Time to work as a rat. Time to be an
I am
op.
almost 25, meaning that
Hey,
she's only
guys.
3 years older than me. If she's worth 6 to 7 million.
If you love your Lord like you love the USA, then you would give up everything in your bank account so we can protect your freedoms.
Bro, what does that make no sense? It's like everybody's inside trading and no one's doing anything about it.
They're protecting
Like,
our
at that
freedoms
point,
inside these
they're
golden ass palaces,
They're
eating nice ass
protecting
food.
fraud.
Yeah.
DOJ, like Doge was getting rid of it. No, we need some fraud. We need some fraud. I
Bro,
don't get
what
it.
was Doge even for then?
I think Doge literally just told them, hey, this is all your fraud. And they said, all right, now bye. I just wanted to
Yeah.
know where the fraud was. I didn't want to
Yeah.
get rid of it. I just wanted to know
Hey,
what it was,
no.
what we was paying for.
We got rid of some stuff. You know, like
The
stuff that-
education, the Board of Education, something like that.
yeah, something like that. We got
I
rid of
remember when that was a big
USSID
docket.
or USID or whatever it's called, USAID. No,
I feel like I know what you're trying to get at. But I don't know what you're getting
USHD,
at.
UHHID, whatever. HIV. Wait, what?
Ooh, No. What?
US. You
US
say US.
Where did that come from? USAIDs? AIDS?
AIDS.
I don't know.
Damn.
He said,
I don't hear it, by the way. I don't hear it. Just let you know.
Oh, okay,
I got it.
okay. I get it. It's because I
No.
had the wavelength, yeah.
We backed out of like the United Health Organization, the UHC. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
UHC, I got it.
Something like
Yeah.
that. So
I
we
know,
backed
it's-
out of that, and now you do realize there's like a couple out. Okay, sorry. Let me breathe. Ebola is a global emergency now.
That was the same thing in like 2014.
Wasn't a global emergency yet. They didn't get
But
classified.
they tried to.
They
Literally
yeah,
was all over the news. Why in America when they didn't
That's
even
just
reach
news
America?
outlets. That's just news
That's what I'm
outlets,
saying.
though.
Like they're trying to press it as a fear thing.
This
and
is
I think people aren't believing it.
yeah, but what is the
The fatality of it? Like percentile?
The World Health
Health
Organization?
Yes.
Yes, they claimed that, or they're saying that Ebola is now a global emergency. It's not an outbreak or anything like that. Like it's not a pandemic, nothing like that. It's simply to raise awareness to everything that's going on. But none of that even matters now because the US is not in it. Like something's going on with that they need the US. Just
What do
like
you mean the
NATO
US
is
isn't
falling
in it?
apart. I'm gonna have to look it up. What did we
Like-
pull out of?
Are you talking about NATO? No.
No, that's something else.
Are you talking about something about the disease? Like we put out
Yeah.
a CDC or something?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I've looked up when the first outbreak happened. I mean, the first outbreak, when it became like a thing, it said Ebola, yeah, is 2013 to 2016, I think.
Wait, what now?
Oh, great. Awesome. So I looked up when the first Ebola outbreak happened. It said the 2013 to 2016.
Yep.
But then I clicked on Ebola cases in America, and it says 3 hours ago, American test positive for Ebola.
Yep. Yep. So the big thing in the World Health Organization, they officially declared Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda, a public health emergency of international concern. Basically, the WHO's highest global alert without calling it a pandemic. There's a rare Ebola strain called Bundibugyo, and it's currently no approval treatment there's no vaccine or treatment for it. Cases show up near major cities like Goma and Kampala, which increases the travel and spread risk. They say that the outbreak may have been spreading quickly for weeks before detection, and health workers themselves are getting infected, which is always a bad sight in outbreak control. Now, the Trump administration massively reduced large chunks of the United States Agency for International Development, which is the USAID, funding and pulled the U.S. out of the WHO, which is the World Health Organization.
Yep.
So there's less surveillance on diseases, less lab testing, less emergency stockpiles, less protective gear distribution, less outbreak response teams in Africa. Because whenever the USA pulled out of it, you pulled all of our workers out of it. That's a lot of people that can no longer help.
So now it's just if you're
deal
sick
with an outbreak.
Sorry.
Or just with the outbreak. Like, since it's getting bad, there's people who literally go around and make sure that these people aren't infecting anybody else. And now there's a lot less of those people. And a lot less of those people to help get these people fixed and cured and whatever.
Yeah. Now we have less testing, less everything. So,
Yep.
And this is what I was thinking about, because I've been thinking about all the hantavirus and like all the diseases keep popping up.
Yeah.
And I think it's manufactured, but it's not like, I don't think like the diseases are manufactured. But I do think that the government desensitized us the first time going around. The first time going around with COVID. So now, if anything like a viral outbreak starts to happen, the people are pretty much going to be oblivious. Bro, this is a COVID 0.2.
Yeah.
And then it's not, but it's actually killing people. So people are just not caring because they think it's a government conspiracy and it's actually taking out the population. See, that's one way I can see it going. That's one way I can see it happening. And the same, like,
for me, I think mine's on the totally opposite end of it. For me, it's them saying, all right, guys, time to lock down again.
I can see that,
when it's
though.
not that serious. Like, what if people aren't dying like they say they are? Or it's not as contagious.
Well, that's the thing. The flu kills more people than certain things. But the flu is, like, never in the news. Talking about, like, yeah, get your flu shot. But, like, it kills a lot of people.
Pneumonia.
The normal flu.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Virus.
But it's like, a lot of these viruses don't have but a 30% fatality rate. If you're just healthy,
And
you're
that's
fine.
high.
That
30's
is
high.
But I think the flu is even higher. Especially for elderly or kids.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Elderly are always susceptible to anything.
Right.
That's
and
the
so are
problem.
kids. Like, depending on what their age is. They're building their immune system.
Yeah.
A lot of
But
these.
they're a little bit better because they're just young.
Well, yeah, it's because their body is already
Just like the
working on
COVID,
building it.
It's just a respiratory thing. Kids, like toddlers, like 7, 10, I think they're fine.
Yeah. But that's always my thing. I'm scared that they're going to try and do it again for something that's not so serious. And then they're just doing it willy-nilly.
So now they're saying that the average...
Like, if they
This is
could
from the
nuke
World Health
again, they would.
Organization.
Yeah.
They just said that it is a 50% fatality rate.
Flu?
So half the people who get it are going to die. Nope, Ebola.
Ebola? Well, I was trying to figure out the flu. Damn.
Yeah, well, I was looking at the Ebola first compared to the flu, and it's saying right now that the Tsar Ebola virus, most common and lethal strain, which the case fatality risk rates historically between 60 and 90.
Jeez.
Sudan Ebola virus generally results in a fatality rate of 40% to 60%.
Jeez.
The Bandudugu Ebola
the new one.
virus tends to have a lower fatality rate, historically rated from 25 to 50.
Hold on.
Didn't
the
they just
newest
say
one-
that that was the most dangerous one?
Yeah. Well,
Or at least
no, they
one of
said
the
that
bad
was
ones?
the newest one.
Okay, so the newer one has a slightly lower fatality rate.
Yeah.
And this is all from the World Health Organization, by the way.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Bundugabugumo, or whatever it is.
Don't do that.
Bundy Bugyo. That's literally what it says.
Bugyo.
Bundy Bungo. Bungyo. But yeah.
Hey, brother, give me a number. I just want a number. No. Well, I just looked up the same thing for the flu, and it doesn't want to give me a percentage at all. There. Okay. Damn. So it's saying the overall death rate for people with the flu is 0.1 to 0.15%.
No. No. So
Yeah.
more people get it, but obviously we're not dying from it.
Okay. High risk. Okay. It's like they break it down to make it sound not that bad. So it says overall infection fatality rate generally estimated is roughly 1 death per 1,000 to 1.5 death per 1,000 symptomatic cases. Global estimates seasonal influenza results in roughly 1 billion cases and 290,000 to 650,000 respiratory
So
deaths.
if 1,000
worldwide.
people are in a room with the flu, one person's definitely going to die.
Pretty much. That's what it's saying. But then it goes to high risk groups. It says the high risk groups, the vast majority, 70 to 85% of flu related deaths occur in people 65 and older.
Okay.
But
Which is
that's
usually from
only people that are
pneumonia.
older. Yeah.
It's usually because they get pneumonia because of the flu.
Yeah. It's one of the causes of it.
Their mucus is literally getting into their lungs.
Yeah. They're not saying this. So the flu isn't bad.
It's just a lot
It's
of
not
people get the
bad.
flu.
Exactly. And that's common. It's like the common cold. You catch it, it happens. It happens every year. And I feel like you could say the same for most of these viruses is they're a seasonal thing, like the Zika virus and stuff like that.
Oh,
Travels through mosquitoes. So when the mosquito season comes around, you're going to have more Zika virus cases. That's malaria cases. That's
Speaking of, do you remember whenever the fucking COVID came out and they were like, hey guys, we're just going to wait until it gets cold because apparently it can't survive in the cold? I remember that.
That's why they keep hospitals cold.
I just randomly remembered that.
They say the cold like slows down the spread.
Yeah, because
That's why hospitals are cold and stuff like that.
So I remember when they first started talking about it, I remember them saying that it can't survive in cold temperatures. Not like it can't spread. It said it can't survive.
I don't
Now,
think
I
I've
don't
heard
know
that.
if they changed it.
I can look it up real quick. I don't know if I heard that.
See, and I remember I was being told by a doctor. Like, doctor was telling me this shit.
Well, the doctors were incentivized at that time.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, I think they were figuring all this out.
No, maybe
at
he's
that
right.
time.
It says, at least this is AI overview for Google.
Yep.
Yes, COVID-19 not only it not only survives the cold, but it actually thrives in it.
What? I'm definitely wrong. So is it the opposite? Can it not survive in the heat?
It literally says it thrives and remains infectious, but for significantly longer periods in cold environments.
So, okay, maybe it was the heat.
Freezing and refrigeration do not kill the virus. Rather, cold temperatures preserve it. What? Killing the virus. Cold weather and snow cannot kill the coronavirus. To deactivate or kill the virus, you need at least heat. You need high heat. Temperature above 194 or 149 to 65 degrees Celsius. Or effective disinfectants.
Yeah, I think whatever I was saying. So I was told this when COVID was happening. Like when it was all trickling. You were like, is this going to go away?
Yeah.
Well, it should, because when it gets colder, we're noticing that people who are colder body temperatured or wherever else, they don't have it for as long. Like and they're noticing colder environments, or it might have been hotter environments.
I thought they figured this
it might
out,
have been
though.
hotter.
Yeah, because I thought they figured this out. Like the whole reason COVID was so bad is because they put people on ventilators. And once you put them on ventilators, they don't breathe on their own no more. And that's when they get pneumonia and everything else.
Yeah, because they're breathing in.
Because you should have kept people. You should have kept people off of those and just try to treat it like a.
Yep.
With.
Like a common cold.
Something that's a viral killer.
Yeah. See, survival time of COVID on the surface at 39 degrees is 14 days. At 72 degrees, it's 7 days. at 98.6 degrees, it's 2 days. And 158 degrees, it's 5 minutes.
So hold on. So not only did Joe Rogan say he took these chemicals and stuff to feel better, he was in a sauna.
Yes. Yes.
And the sauna is what made him feel better instantly, is what he said.
Why do you think cold plunges at the time were being raved upon? Remember when people used to do cold plunges? Why are you doing a cold plunge during COVID? I think it's still kind of a thing. I mean, it's not saying it's not good for you. Cold plunge is good.
Biologically, yeah.
But so is a sauna. Saunas are good for you biologically.
It's just whatever virus thrives better.
But why was the ice boxes being pushed during COVID and not saunas?
ALS?
Everybody, the whole fucking rave. Yeah, ALS challenge.
Hold on.
Like all that. You're good.
Keep talking.
But no, you had the ALS challenge and things like that. Like they did everything in their power to try to keep us cold. Why not just keep us hot? Put us in a sauna. Put us in hot tubs. Why don't we go get in hot tubs again? Why do you think everybody who was going outside actually felt better?
Oh my gosh.
Environmental factors. That's why
we didn't
sunlight.
Listen.
UV light is often more effective killing the virus than heat alone.
Do you remember when they started rolling out the ultraviolet cleansers? Where they're like, oh yeah, this blue light, this ultra blue light, and it kills everything.
Yeah.
Bro, we was ahead of the curve by just not listening about staying indoors. Staying indoors is what made people die because they didn't get sunlight.
Yep. And they were breathing the same air that they kept breathing for whatever.
And it's like a ventilator. If you're breathing in that same air and not getting any fresh air, holy crap, brother. We solved COVID before the freaking Anthony Fauci did.
Literally.
That's nuts.
Oh, speaking of Anthony Fauci, see where that motherfucker is getting in trouble again?
He's coming back apparently for the hantavirus.
No.
I'm hearing that. And I thought this motherfucker is supposed to be in prison for crimes against humanity.
I thought he did just get in trouble.
I thought he did.
Like here in the last couple of days.
Yeah, he was supposed to be getting charged.
So the Justice Department, so the CIA whistleblower finally came out on the White House and said, you know, he steered official investigators away from concluding that COVID-19 originated in a Chinese laboratory. Because that was the same laboratory that Fauci was using to try and do something. I got to look this up. I got to fully look this up.
Yeah.
But Fauci had this, I guess, partner maybe, whatever, in China. And they were working on a new drug or whatever. Some new kind of enhancing whatever another. It was a drug. Well, that's where COVID-19 came from. And so when people kept coming up to Fauci asking him, hey, it came from a lab in China. He's like, no, not a lab. Not a lab in China. No. Labs in China are good.
Yeah.
Well, no, it
came from a bat. It came from a bat that someone ate. Yeah.
Sure.
And I forgot that Biden pardoned him. That's why.
He did.
Yeah. Biden pardoned him.
What a fucking idiot.
After killing thousands, millions of people.
I feel like that's not the only time.
Not just this alone. He's also responsible for AZT whenever the AIDS pandemic was around.
Yep.
He's been behind the books of everything, and he got pardoned. So
I feel like he's running pardoned.
Experiments.
Yes.
On the population, and they're just letting it go. People need to wake up to that. If you got the vaccine, the COVID vaccine, and you're still alive, stand with us. Because whenever everyone started getting those vaccines and people started dropping like flies, I thought I was going to drop like fly.
When was
do we
the
even-
AIDS? Sorry to cut you off real quick. When was the AIDS thing
Good.
figured? Like, when did all that happen? Because I'm actually gonna get very mad.
Oh no, I'm spelling things wrong. All right. It says it would happen. The first reported cases happened in 1981 to the present.
Yeah, but when was Fauci, directed to handle that? The ACT, or whatever it's called. Like, when was he taking lead on that?
It says introduction to AZT was in 1987, approved 20 months on March 19th, 1987. It was the first drug to inhibit the virus and offered hope to desperate patients.
All right, so
Early to
he,
mid 90s, AIDS became leading cause of death in all Americans. Yeah. So is AZT just...
so he can get still tried for that. He's not pardoned from that.
No, but
He
people
is
completely
pardoned all
forget
the way
about
up to 2014, though. So any crimes that he committed from January 1st, 2014 to January 1st, 2024, he's exonerated
know
for,
what?
or not exonerated, but pardoned.
I gotta look this up because this is all information episode. We're going in about virology. Look at us.
What? Byronology?
You never been?
Byronology?
No, virology. You are absolutely lying.
What did you just find out?
Lying.
What did you just find out?
Cause I thought I wasn't the only one that thought AZT was killing people. But it says there's no evidence that anyone's death was directly caused by AZT.
But
And claims that
everybody,
the drug killed hundreds of thousands of people are false.
what did we say last episode? 1 is a coincidence, 2 is a pattern, 3 is evidence. Come
Yeah,
on,
this is
guys.
evidence.
100,000 is a fucking lawsuit.
While the early high-dose versions of the drug caused severe side effects like bone marrow suppression and anemia, clinic trials and medical experts have consistently shown that AZD prolonged lives and provided a survival benefit. You have to actually be joking.
But like, hey guys, we're literally taking the bone away from your body, but you're gonna live longer. We're not hurting you. No.
Oh, so today, it says today AZT is primarily used alongside other antiretrovirals, including to prevent the transmission of HIV from mothers to infants.
Whoa. What? Is that like in PrEP?
FDA.
Is that PrEP? Is that what PrEP is?
I don't know.
Do you know what PrEP is?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what PrEP is either. But I think PrEP
Preventative
is
something, maybe.
PrEP is apparently what gay people take.
Is that like a new thing now?
I don't know. It's what they take
says that
so they either don't get an STD or they don't give an STD.
They
I
don't
can't-
spread
I
it.
don't-
Yeah. That,
I
like,
don't
makes
know
it
which one.
a carrier.
It's like birth control, but for an STD.
Well, yeah, but some people are like that for AIDS. Like some people carry it, but don't ever get the symptoms.
Yeah.
It's just a carrier.
Yep.
It says officially debunked myths around AZT, which is from the FDA, NIAID, which is the National Institution of Allergy and Infectious Disease, officially debunked myths surrounding AZT, supposed mass fatalities, affirming that the drug has saved many lives. Now watch this. You ready for this? Watch this.
Yeah, they're the same people that literally put vaccines of syphilis inside of black male pilots. That the Tuskegee Airmen or some shit. I can't remember.
The Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just gonna give y'all a bunch of.
Oh, you are freaking. You're blowing my jobs right now.
Go
Are
ahead.
you ready? Are you ready?
Go ahead. Hurt my feelings.
I said, how many people died from the COVID vaccine? Because
Whoa.
apparently we got proof that killed people.
The COVID vaccine killed people?
Yeah. Yeah, the vaccine? Yeah, that's what the whole RFK Jr.'s been going on about.
I didn't know that.
It's turning
I thought
people
it turned them
gay.
gay. I didn't know it killed them.
It's killing them. Isn't that why all these athletes were just collapsing with heart attacks? With clot-sized mastices?
I thought that was from drugs. I'm not going to lie, but that's just me.
Yeah, because I think soccer athletes, I think they smoke a lot and they drink a lot, and that's just affecting their health. You know? We're being sarcastic.
Huh?
Confirmed deaths directly caused by COVID-19 vaccines are extremely rare, with major health agencies verifying only a handful of cases.
This is the
Globally
AI
compared to the
overview.
hundreds, yes, dude. It's all propaganda.
Yeah, look at them
Globally
reminding
compared
you.
to the hundreds of millions of doses administered, while thousands of deaths have been reported to monitoring systems like Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System. These reports represent any death occurring after vaccination and do not prove the vaccine was the cause. But that's also from the University of Missouri. And it says health authorities investigate every reported death to determine if it was a casual link. Now, you really think they did that? When they were labeling every death during COVID a COVID death, even if it was a car accident?
Yeah. Because we also already know that a lot of these COVID deaths was actually from pneumonia. And you can't claim that COVID gave them pneumonia. Because I can also claim that the fucking truck outside is making me hallucinate. You just making claims.
Brother, what? United States, the CDC and FDA have not verified any deaths directly resulting from the vaccines approved in the U.S. As a recent comprehensive review, a specific analysis of pediatric data identified 0 certain deaths, though 5 were considered possibly related out of the 137 million doses given to children. United Kingdom reported 9 deaths in the UK, where the vaccine was a contributing factor, with 5 having the vaccine as a direct underlying cause. Australia identified 14th death linked to the vaccine from nearly 1,000 reports reviewed out of 65 million doses.
Yeah.
Japan, government data verified 93 deaths, where a link to vaccine was confirmed for compensation payouts.
Wait, what?
It says that Japan, apparently they proved that 93 people died of the vaccine and they got compensated for it. So is Japan the only one telling the freaking truth right now?
What?
So you're telling me like the smallest and the most, I would think Japan's healthy and's got like, they're smart.
Yeah, but they're right beside.
But they do have an older population.
And they were right beside
Japan has a
China.
little bit older. Yeah, where's the Chinese statistics? How many people died from a vaccine in China?
93, right? Or no, that was Japan.
That's Japan, yeah. It says...
Unless
wow, that's funny.
Unless China was giving Japan the bad vaccines.
Maybe. Or yeah, that's true.
Like, let's give you the undervalued, under quantity or quality ones. Because we already want Japan
Raw
anyway.
numbers. As of late 2021, recorded that 10,483 reports of death were following vaccination, which is 0.0022% of the doses. A sudden death myth. Large-scale studies in Canada and the U.S. have found no increased risk of sudden death or cardiac arrest in vaccinated individuals, including young athletes. Oh yeah, so that's just young athletes that are just dropping dead on the fields. It wasn't because of the vaccine. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I believe that.
What else? Man, what else?
You
I know
what's
you looked
crazy?
up some shit going up on Iran. Any news on that?
Yeah. I have some news, but I don't know if it's like good news. It's kind of like a stalemate at this point. It says this is AI overview. So If y'all want to belittle me, it's just easier. It tells me. Hold on. You're telling me that it has an AI overview, but this motherfucker just looked up in Yahoo what's happening with Iran. Yahoo? Out of all the other sites you could have pulled from, you went to Yahoo.
Wait,
the AI overview.
The AI overview that's on Google.
Yes.
Or are you on ChatGPT?
I'm on Google.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Damn, that really makes me just want to stop.
What?
So you're telling me Google's AI service is searching Yahoo?
Yes.
Go ahead and just go search Bing while you're at it.
This is from The Guardian. I have 3 sources it pulled from. It pulled from The Guardian, Axios, AXIOS, and then Yahoo. Instead of a government website like the DOJ or Department of Justice or anything like that, it just goes to Yahoo. Okay, whatever. This is what it says. The U.S. and Iran are currently in the midst of a high-stakes negotiation to end the Middle East conflict. There is no final agreement has been finalized. President Trump announced that he paused a planned military strike on Iran to follow these talks in progress. While Iranian officials outlined the proposal demanding reparations, a U.S. troop withdrawal, and lifting of sanctions. Iran's stance that Tehran's latest peace plan includes ending hostilities on all fronts, maintaining their rights to peacefully uranium enrichment, lifting the U.S. naval blockade, and securing financial reparations. Yeah, Germany didn't get that. You ain't getting that.
No.
U.S. Well, actually, I think Germany did get kind of helped. Because they didn't get help. They'll still be paying off from World War One. Yeah. Not for a while, but they got some help. Yeah. Because they would still be in some shit.
Yeah.
Apparently that's why no one wants to touch your Audi, because they can't afford to.
Yeah, I guess so. They're like, please. They're getting mad.
US
Homie said we only work with German cars. Oh, my bad.
He's like,
didn't know my Audi wasn't German.
That's like me taking my Toyota to a Toyota dealership, and they're like, we don't work on Toyotas. We work on Fords. What? What?
That still, don't even get me started on that shit. Because what do you mean you're going to a bar, but you don't sell beer? You sell liquor, but you don't sell beer at a bar?
Sell beer. Mm-hmm.
You're a bar. You should have all liquor. Doesn't matter if it's beer, liquor, whatever.
A malt.
If you're a mechanic shop, you should be able to work on every fucking car that touches the road. Unless, bro, I get it. If it's like electric battery shit, then take it to the dealership, because certain things are dealership only parts or dealership only services. You just got to deal with it. But if my car is running bad and it goes a little, I just need help. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you would think all cars are the same. They all run the same way. It's just how they're built. Your car still takes fuel, air, and combustion. My car does the same thing.
Yes.
But the engines just look completely different.
And you're
telling me you can't do the research to look up how to do it? And I mean, even if you're not educated on it, at least look it up, figure out how to do it, and get an estimate of how much it would cost. A reasonable price.
Even then, they are educated because they're mechanics. They may not be educated to do my exact car, but whenever somebody goes up to a mechanic and says that it needs to be fully rotated at top dead center, mechanics, no matter what, they know what that means. You go up to a random ass person. Does anybody on this podcast know what I am talking about whenever I just said that? Top dead center. It's making sure all your fucking cylinders are lined up, synchronized into one. It's top dead center. Y'all don't know that, but mechanics do. And not a German mechanic. So that's my point. They should be able to they have enough knowledge because they are professionals. I have enough knowledge about computers, therefore I can make a podcast. I can't make a professional, like, super one, but I have enough knowledge. Mechanics should have enough knowledge on all my fucking cars to fix my fucking car. Anyway, what were we talking about?
That's the same thing with doctors, right? You would think a doctor, if you're a doctor, if I come to you about a problem with anything, like if it's a lump on like my back or something, I feel like you should be able to educate me on that.
Yes.
Because I feel like even I, taking anatomy 1 and 2 in college, I feel like I learned a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Like we learned about the entire system, brain, the cardiovascular, reproductive system, all that. But you're telling me that doctors have to do that plus 10 times more. And that's the whole human body, not just their specialty.
Yep. Yeah.
You should have some general basic knowledge on my body, like a mechanic would know a car.
Yeah. Now, some
Like if you
doctors
think
are
I'm
going to be
jaundiced-
like, hey, I think it's this. As a professional doctor, I think it's this, but I think you need to go to an ears, nose, throat specialist.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Oh my God,
And that's
thank
what
you
happened.
for the
That's
help,
literally
Dr.
what happened to
Man.
my ankle. That's what happened to my ankle. He said, "Look, I can tell you right now that it's probably broken and stuff, but I'm not a foot specialist.
Right.
I have to get him.
Right.
But I can tell you that it ain't right."
Right. Not just,
I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
I can't tell you shit. I can tell you you're shit out of luck.
Yeah. He's like, "I'm swollen.
well, thank you,
it looks
professional."
bruised up. I can't tell you the diagnosis. I'll get a specialist." Like, okay, thanks. Anyways, we're talking about Iran still. It says the U.S. stance. The White House is treating the proposal as insufficient, stating that they will not accept the deal that allows Iran to develop a nuclear weapon, though they have signed a willingness to negotiate to de-escalate the situation. While some markets reports, no, this is Yahoo, ready?
Yep.
While some market reports and Iranian state media have suggested the U.S. concessions, such as the temporary waiving certain oil sanctions, U.S. officials have pushed back, asserting that a sanction or a satisfactory deal is still being worked out.
Yeah.
This is
Same
going to
shit.
be like the 14-year war in Iraq and shit. Like,
Yeah.
they're just going to drag it out. Or Vietnam. Was it Vietnam?
I feel like it's every war we've ever been in.
I feel like
we've
every war
dragged
we
it
get
out.
into has been dragged on. It's a 2-week operation.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Putin, you're still at war with Ukraine.
Yep.
How
Yep.
have you not decimated that little land? You
That's
see
what I
how
don't get.
big Russia is compared to Ukraine? It's just like overwhelm them.
Yeah.
But I think that Putin's having a problem with bodies. People aren't wanting to fight for Putin no more, or at least some people.
Yeah,
Or
but
at
I
least
didn't think
I've
it
been
was,
seeing videos of North Koreans are in that war.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
You
don't
give
know what
North
they're
Korea
doing.
a little cruise missile. You give North Korea a little cruise missile. They'll throw us a couple thousand bodies. Or not us, but
See,
Russia.
What happens if North Korea joins Iran, bro? Like, we can't stop them from saying, "Here's a nuke, Iran. Do what you want with it."
Oh,
You
yeah,
gonna
that's
stop them?
true. North Korea has nukes.
Yes, no, not only nukes. China has H-bombs.
Yeah, but that's just China. I'm worried about North Korea because North Korea, well,
Both
Here's
of
the
them.
thing.
China has the Belt and Road Initiative in Iran. You don't think they want to defend that?
yes, but we just apparently went and talked with them, with China. And apparently they're going to start pushing a lot of their oil stuff to Alaska.
Dude. See, China's
Plan,
not
set, and
stupid.
play.
China is playing for the long game because they know they can outlast anybody. They've been a dynasty since when? Probably one of the longest countries to be sustainable.
Yeah. And I need to
So-
figure out the actual, there's a theory that China's pretty much been going off of, that the leading superpower is supposed to subside to the growing superpower. So without there being, to ensure no war, the leading superpower, aka the US, has to kind of give to the upcoming superpower, aka China. And if you don't, then there's going to be war. There's arguing, there's banter, and then there's war from two superpowers. So America kind of is in a position where it has to be giving. So what I think just happened is we were a hard ass on China for a while. We're fucking up their business over in Iran. And now we're saying, hey, we're going to give you a deal in Alaska. and the deal's gonna hurt us. So, this is
think
the
that
perfect
China's
deal to
already
take.
infiltrated us. That's the
Oh,
problem.
for sure. They
China's
just kick
the
out
long
a
game. Like a whole bunch of
Chinese agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, secret
Yeah.
agent, Supercell.
Like, did we not just have China bring in a freaking fungus that could decimate our crops? You're not telling me that all of our stuff all the technology we get comes from China and it's probably bugged?
Yep.
You're not telling me that Temu doesn't sell your data to the Chinese Communist Party?
Nope.
But
Israel
we're more
is wanting
worried
to make
about
phones.
oil. You understand that China's inside of everything, I feel like, in the U.S. At least most of the technology.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to, they could probably flip a switch and just virus this shit.
Yeah.
Our phones. And, I mean, China's playing it smart. Can't even
But
hate on
I
'em.
also think we can flip it as well. I think that's one of those
I
things.
think we could. Well, I think that's why it's a race for AI. Because whoever flips that switch first has got the counter to it.
I don't know, but I think AI is getting to the point where it's like a nuke. It's mutually assured destruction.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you everything that this
I
AI
wanted to
can
talk
do.
about that.
Yeah, keep going.
We pretty much reached AGI. So if you don't know what that is, it's artificial general intelligence. It's pretty much, you can't tell the AI is an AI. You don't know if you're talking to a human or not. Like, that's how good it is and how it is. So, and that's not hitting news, man. None of that's hitting news.
No.
Which means we're only getting closer to the singularity that no one's talking about.
Yep.
Once AI becomes quantum, that's a problem.
Yeah, boy.
Because we don't know what it's going to be capable of. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
We don't know what
in the
it's
hands of
like,
who?
Anybody is dangerous. Okay, I had this crazy theory. You gotta bear with me.
Hold on.
I want to say this. So you know how we have the 47, the Roswell crashes, and we're like, these UFO programs, we're trying to back engineer them. I don't think we're getting anywhere, and I don't think we've gotten a lot done with the UFOs and all the back engineering. But I think that when they get AI smart enough, that AI will understand it, and they won't have to.
Oh, do
I
you
think
think
they're
we're
trying to make
get
it to where
AI to learn?
I think once quantum AI, we don't know what that's possible. Meaning, quantum can literally tell you, oh yeah, that's easy to make a UFO. That's baby steps compared to what y'all just unlocked.
Yeah.
This is why it works and how it works.
You're
So
thinking
once
we're
you
going to
get that
use
AI
AI to learn quantum?
I think once we get a quantum or an AI smart enough to tell us how a UFO works, that's it.
Yeah.
We have the power of whatever the UFO has.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they just did the UFO release documents now, I mean, I feel like that's a coincidence. Like that we're
And-
about to be seeing more of it.
Boom. It is literally exactly what everybody said. They waited until AI got good enough to release these files. Every fourth video I'm on TikTok, it's a freaking recreation of the pictures, aka the
Yep,
pictures
4K.
4K. And some of these pictures are pictures that are off of a movie. Like these aren't pictures that the DOJ released. These are just random ass pictures that people are putting into AI, telling
can't
it to
even
make
trust
it
the government no
4K.
more.
Yeah.
There's nothing the government can put out that will make you believe it now. And that's scary because if someone says, oh, Epstein's alive and here's a picture of him, that's just AI.
Yeah. But I think they've been trying to tell us for years. I think they have as much information as we do now.
You ready? How do you control a population?
Well, you control the.
Keep them confused.
Oh yeah.
If you use fear and confusion, the population can't do anything about it because whatever they release, you don't know if it's true or not. You're
Yeah.
always going to second guess whatever's
So
put out.
therefore, you don't
and
know
it's
if you
only
need
gonna
to
scare
fight,
you.
flight, give up, ignore
You don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
So at one point, it's going to be you have to listen to the government because you don't know what's real. And if you want to be protected, then you just have to give in to the government. That's the whole that's Big Daddy.
And then you sit on the other side of the fence where you're like, I know I'm not going to be protected if I side with the government.
And that's pretty much, I think that's when division happens. Market of the beast happens, like who's on our side and who's not.
Yep. I mean,
Because, like, come on, man. This is a freaking movie plot. They're gonna put a barcode on our forehead, and it's gonna be like AI will now sell to you because everything's gonna be automated by robots and stuff.
Yep.
And if they can't read your barcode, then you're not allowed to buy from here, buddy.
Yeah.
Beat it.
What were we talking about today? About that brain chip?
Neuralink,
where
about
we
it
were
being input in
saying-
animals and saying
Yeah,
that eventually
that's
learn
gonna
the
be
language
next.
once it's.
That's gonna be next. Is getting AI to learn
Because it
dog
can break down
language.
Sumerian, hieroglyphics. It's pretty much cracking all the ancient languages.
Yeah, and you can put like I guess terminal nodes on a head without like doing surgery.
Invasive.
Yeah, without doing invasive surgery to get the synapses. Like, so if your brain does a reaction, it's gonna light up, and there's a sensor on your head that it can pick up. You don't need to drill into your
I
head to
showed
do
you
that.
that. You're telling that guy that had this shit on him? You think that's real now?
Holy fuck! Yes, maybe, but I
That's
think it
what
needs
he
to.
like.
Okay, no. So the difference, I think, is that's only an information out.
But he can type with it.
See, I don't think it's something like that. I think it's like if you feel something, that information is broadcasted to a computer. But
he even said like he can see stuff. Like if he's connected to his PC, he can close his eyes and see the screen, like what's going on the screen.
I don't think so.
I don't know, but if that's
Neuralink.
possible, it would just not even being. That is Neuralink, but without the invasive surgery. Think about how convenient that would be.
Yeah.
You know how many people would grab and get that because they don't have to get a freaking drill in the hole in their head, but they can
Yeah.
control their phone and everything wirelessly?
Yeah.
It's literally a Black Mirror episode. The little thing you put on your forehead in Black Mirror. That's what's
Yeah.
happening right now.
That's crazy tech then, because they definitely have technology. They can just sit on the head, and whenever you think something, it's like okay, you thought
They
a
read
creative
brainwaves.
thought. Yes, you've thought a creative thought, and that happened in your cerebral cortex and the Borginolum. So therefore, we know you were being creative at this point. So if dogs have all these other sides as well, then you can be like, oh, the dog was mad at this point, or the dog was being excited, or the dog was startled. So then, therefore, you know the emotions, and then, therefore, you can start understanding its
break it down and
language.
triangulate. Yeah,
Yeah. And then get AI
that would make sense.
to talk to the language.
I know I heard something with like amputees now, or like if you're a paraplegic, you can have a thing on your wrist and it tracks the signals. So like you don't have to move your hand at all, but it knows you're trying to move your hand and it can just read the signals. I think they can do that with your brain.
Damn, yeah,
It's
you might be
getting
right.
even better.
Yeah, because think about it.
Or maybe, dude.
Because
see,
computer
this is a
chips
lot
too.
of theories.
It's all about finite information. It's a
Like-
whole lot easier to pick up on a tree falling than it is to pick up on a branch falling because the branch is smaller, less data.
Say this. Say maybe the Neuralink that's invasive, like goes into your brain, are only for the people that actually like need it, like a paraplegic or someone that can't hear or can't see, and then like people that just want to have one, you're completely fine. Don't have to get the invasive surgery, but you can still get some of the benefits.
So would that be the replacer of the phone? Hold on. Because think about that. If people who need Neuralink but can't use Neuralink or can't use their limbs or whatever, then they obviously are going to need something inside of their head at all times that is running off of their body and their brain and their electricity that their body creates. But if it's something that just sticks to the side of your head, you can charge it every night. You can take it off. It's easier to mass produce.
And
it's easier
the
to be a
crazy thing is
consumer item
like-
and advertise.
I don't know if you heard, but I believe he just made more room in a warehouse or something to make more robots, Optimus robots.
Really?
But so if you're a paraplegic and all that, and you really can't do anything, but you can control a robot with your brain, the robot can just do everything you need to get done.
Yeah.
Give it 5-10 years when they actually have fine motor skills and all that. It can feed you.
He can fuck
It
your
can grab
bitch
what
the
you
exact
need.
way you want to fuck your bitch.
It can do whatever you want.
Put
and
a
then,
strap
the
on
people
it.
that don't need,
You just thinking about raw dogging your girl.
and you just nut.
Hey, you just watching a robot fuck the shit out of your girl, but you're actually thinking as you.
Bro, see, that's the thing with all this. It's so
No, I don't like that.
technology is
I don't
getting
like
out
that.
of hand.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's bad. I think it's just. Hold on. Wait
I
a minute.
mean, we can think
Okay,
about
I
the
do have
bad
this
ways
whole.
of using it.
I have this whole AI thing, so I might as well go ahead and read this.
Oh.
It says AI breakthroughs are dominated by a rise of highly compatible agentic models, multi-model world modeling platforms. What the fuck?
Yep.
And advanced reasoning benchmarks. AI developments and advancing across several key areas. Advanced assistance modeling ChatGPT 5.5 has set new benchmarks. They are capable of multi-step task execution, complex research, and coding without requiring step-by-step hand-holding from the user.
Yep.
Multi-agent systems AI is rapidly evolving into a collaborative, multi-agent workflows and that can independently plan tasks, negotiate prices, and complete transactions across enterprise applications. Interactive environments, platforms such as Google's DeepMind's Genie 3 and NVIDIA's Cosmos are generating interactive physics-based simulations in real time, transforming how autonomous vehicles and robots are trained prior to real-world deployment.
Yep.
Vision Language Action, VLA. Robots are being equipped with models that combine visual understanding and language reasoning, allowing them to comprehend physical actions and explain the rationality behind their movements.
Yep.
So, like, and this is the thing I didn't even think about, but like with all the self-driving cars and all the cameras on that, just like the people with Pokemon Go, you just map the entire U.S. for China.
Yep.
And just like the Tesla, the Ubers, and all the driverless cars, they just map the entire U.S. for the robots. And it's all in the database now.
Yeah. But I think we've already had all of this information for so long, and that's exactly why we're even able to use AI. Because think about it. I don't think we'd even have AI if companies were not taking our data. There's nothing to train on.
Because data is valuable now.
Exactly. There's
Everything you and I do and everybody else do.
10 years ago.
That's why they. Oh, did you even?
10 years ago.
Apparently, I heard this on Tucker Carlson. He was talking about I think it was one of the guys from the Sharks, off the Shark Tanks. Mm-hmm. He's talking about building a data center that's like the size of Manhattan in the middle of the Utah desert.
I haven't seen that.
And it's like, and he was talking about, and Tucker Carlson was just questioning him, like, why should taxpayers have to pay for that? It's like, well, because it's like, it's going to be useful if like they want to use it and all that, then they can help fund it. It's like, okay, what about tax breaks and all that? You get tax breaks, but how come I don't get tax breaks and I have a business that seems valuable too? Yeah. Like the way he was explaining it, it's just like, yeah, we're going to make this data center and y'all going to have to pay for it. Why?
Yep.
Because they're talking about energy problems. Like, why should we have to pay for the energy? You shouldn't. Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Being the devil's advocate, I can see what that guy's trying to do. He's trying to say, our government is not helping us. I'm willing to help, but I can't pay for this shit. Everybody needs to pay their taxes like they've kept doing, and then the government will pay for it like that. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, well, why the hell do I need to help pay for it? Well, this is because this is what you want and what you need.
You use it, yeah.
But
you
not everybody.
You use it.
Exactly. You want to text your fucking friends on Facebook Messenger every day, 24/7, instead of using text messages, which is not cloud-based.
I really think that we might switch to nuclear soon, because that's the only way we can get clean energy. Everyone's like scared of like, oh, it's nuclear energy, but it's basically like an overreacted steam generator. Yeah. And yeah, if they melt down, you're dangerous if you're inside of it, but pretty much the meltdown is contained to where it's at.
Yeah.
It's in that building. But I mean, we don't know if it's worth the risk, but yet they keep talking about global warming, but all we use is carbon monoxide as a waste.
Yep.
So it's either we go nuclear we'll eventually lose the planet. We just kill the planet.
Yep.
Because China doesn't care about the planet. They just have so many coal plants, it don't matter.
Yeah, but when will we destroy the planet? In a couple thousand years? Because think about it.
Or
In a couple thousand
AI
years,
comes out with a new
AI
power source.
That's what I'm saying. Now, are we at a point where we just need to say, hey, guys, for the next 5 years, let's forget about global change, like global climate, whatever it's called, climate change. Let's just forget about it and try to advance as much as we can for 5 years. 5 years,
Dude, I
let's
totally
revisit
forgot
it
we didn't-
again, see if we can fix it, whatever. Because we make a lot of decisions based on what would hurt
Yeah.
in the long run.
Yeah, I don't like this talk. I don't
Yeah.
like planning. I don't like talking about the future because it's just scary how much things can change. Like just within the 4 years that just been now, the 4 years, it's been exponential. It's insane. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, just don't let it get to you. You know, keep praying, keep on trusting your God, because no matter what, if the world falls apart, God's got your back.
Yep.
If you believe, and you really do believe, he's going to save you from anything that happens. So
Yeah.
I'm trying not to worry about it, but I do want to get that information out. Like, this stuff is getting crazy. We didn't even talk about Cuba.
No,
And we can talk about it more. I want to talk about it more next week, but I will just leave that at this. Cuba's having a crisis with power. They're having to do rolling blackouts and all that. Like, they're suffering. They're pretty much a U.S.
and-
territory. So
Sorry to cut you off. And they just
you
pushed, the U.S. just pushed propaganda that the Cuba is coming after us. Cuba,
When they're
like all
struggling.
our media, exactly. Our entire media is like, hey guys, Cuba's about to start coming after people. So just be on the lookout. Be ready. They've been stacking up drones. Motherfucker, they don't even have oil and electricity right now. They're not worried about trying to attack a superpower. They're
pray for
literally,
the people in Cuba. That's
yeah. That
I couldn't
sucks.
imagine. I know if we did rolling blackouts, people would lose their minds here.
Oh, and pray for the people. Pray for your Muslim brothers that are in America right now. Regardless of whatever religion that you follow, a Muslim mosque was just shot up for no reason in America, like yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, like a community one too, not like another back end church.
Yeah,
but
like
like
a
a
private-
community thing, like this is a
See,
place
like-
for you to come get.
That's the thing is,
Help.
I don't believe no one should die.
Me neither. Especially
Like,
in America.
I get your,
Sorry.
in the Muslims,
I'll say it
in
like it
Muslim
is.
don't. I think
Not in America.
you do know Muslim is not like a. I don't think it's like a bad. Like, I don't think they're bad religion. Like, isn't who is
Yeah,
this name?
my
Khabib
friend.
was Muslim.
Yeah, and I have a friend who's Muslim. There's
Yes,
there's
like
no
they're-
problem.
it's Islam
Right.
that is different.
Right. And not okay, but that's the same people can say that cops in America are racist. Well, not every cop or not every white
you get
person.
a bad
Not-
egg, but you
right.
can't judge the entire generation. Okay, so I was bullied by black people growing up. Does that mean I have to hate black people growing up? No,
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 not at all.
I had a couple of bad experiences.
Yeah.
Everybody has bad experiences with everything, but it doesn't
Yeah.
scar you for life. You grow.
Right. Right.
I was terrified for roller coasters since I was 24. It only took me 3 years to go into Disney to be like, wow, it's not that bad.
No. It's not. But I
Literally.
think today was a good one. It was we were kind of everywhere, very much the OTV style, jumping all
Yes.
off topic.
And I
but
like it
again,
like that.
never off the vibe.
Never off the vibe. And remember, have an open time talk, y'all.
Yeah.
Nothing should ever have to be going to violence. I think everything it can be solved with the hug. I mean, I got people I work with that I barely even know. Like, I just work with them, but I say I love them and I hug them every day. Because if they didn't wake up tomorrow, damn,
I'm gonna feel some type of way about
damn,
that.
yeah,
I'm gonna feel some type
they're
of way.
they're around my age or even older than me. Like, come on,
Yeah, as another human being, regardless of any of that.
just
You
we
know?
are human beings. Literally, Jesus came to serve us. Can we not serve each other?
Yeah. Yes.
He
that's a good
saved
one.
all of us, all of our sins. Literally, he came to serve us. Let's serve each other for a change. Come on.
I like that. I like that. That's a good way to end it. That's a good way to end it. Obviously check out the Discord as well. I added a couple more tabs in there for y'all, so I'm gonna work on
thank you.
trying to customize it up a little bit so y'all actually know what y'all are looking at, and y'all actually have a place to talk and stuff like that. Again, if
And
I
also-
need to make a Patreon because Patreon is easier for y'all, just let me know. Put it down in the comment section and be like, Master P.
Let them
Put in Master P. That's what you put. If you want Patreon, put Master P.
Also, come check out the streams. We're trying to stream like every day. It's kind of a random time. It's just usually when we get home. Come to the streams. We just have a chill time there.
Yeah.
If you don't like long streams, I get it. Just watch it after. Watch half of it. It'd be cool.
Yeah,
Appreciate the support. I know we got like 55 subscribers, so the 55 that are here, we do appreciate y'all. We see the numbers. Same with the people on OTT on the Spotify.
On Spotify, we see y'all.
I know
literally listening to
Instagram-
this right now.
Instagram might be lacking a little bit. I haven't been making a lot of shorts and all that with everything going on. I might be pushing some more personal videos out. Just kind of my view on things.
Yeah.
Just because why not? I mean,
That's
maybe
kind of
some
what I
people
do on
understand.
TikTok. That's why I do a little bit on
Exactly.
TikTok because I'll just
I'm
randomly
24 years
post
old.
some
I'm trying to
stuff.
find that same base. I'm trying to find some people like-minded, to talk about whatever.
Yeah.
So we hope y'all have a good one, and I love y'all.
I love y'all. See y'all next time
Give 'em a little
for another
kiss.
Open Time Talk.
Time talk.
Peace.
Peace.
Coming back in with a different flow on my boat, yeah. Y'all already know, huh? I can't chase no hoe, no. I ain't sucking toes, no. Can't be distracted by outside drama, I'm opposed. They think they can stop me cause they think that I am alone. Can't deal